Inside the high school game begins at Bartlett 14 AAA affair on a Friday night. Panthers hosted Cordova. Bartlett off and running in the first half. Will Ferris going coast to coast, and the Panthers kept a good play going. More transition led to more buckets. Bartlett with the early lead. Wolfpack, they would battle back. KJ Banks going inside for two, and later Calvin Jennings follows that up with a pull-up in the lane. Close game, just like you knew it would be. In the end, though, Coach Reel's team having a final say in this one, driving past Cordova for the district win, 61-56, the final there. Let's go to a Saturday night showdown between rivals St. Benedict and Christian Brothers. Eagles, perhaps the best interest in all the city. They come out of the stands with it, folks, so you know they're fired up for this one. And guard Bobby Westbrooks, he was on fire the entire first half for SBA. Whatever he was throwing up, it was going in. Eagles on top by 4. Purple Wave got their first lead. They did it via the long ball, the drive, the kick, and you can count it for Kelly. Harrison Kelly, 3 of his 12. CBHS by 1 after 1. Second quarter action. Eagles, Chris Brunt coming with the dish for the assist. Corey Wilhite on the finish. Brothers answered that with this. Chandler Jackson getting inside the lane. CBHS back up by 1. And both teams trading buckets in the paint. Westbrooks coming with 2 more of his game-high 18 on this play. Other end, Reese McMullen responds, taking his man one-on-one for 2 of his 15. Later in the second, the Eagles coach says, it's time for 3. George Stevens says, say no more. SBA building a 5-point lead, but this one going to the half, all tied up. Harrison Kelly coming with another money ball, 22 all at the break. Third quarter, the Purple Wave gets some breathing room. Chandler Jackson, team high 16, and Reese McMullen with a slick crossover for the brothers. Purple Wave, though, W, 54-47, the final. In our Reeves Law Firm game of the week, Whitehaven and White Station were ready to make some noise on a Tuesday night. Spartans coming off a close loss to East over the weekend, coming with an early spurt to start this game. White Station jumping out to a quick 9-3 lead. Devon Barnes causing Whitehaven to take a timeout. From that point on, it was all Tigers all night. Coach Horton watching his team go to work, led by the 3-ball, Kavion McClain on the triple, and the entire squad straight filling it from downtown. Tigers on a 12-0 run, knocking down money ball after money ball. Roger Phillips, 2 straight from beyond the arc off the bench. Tigers coming back from 6 down to take an 11-point first quarter lead. They just kept on pouring it on more and more. Alvin Miles, a couple threes in the first half. On the flip side, Devon Barnes, the only bright spot for the Spartans. He got 3 the old-fashioned way, but that was just a pause in the cards, and the Whitehaven attack. Miles to McClain for the easy 2, and McClain bringing his A game, coming up with a steal, and feeling good enough to just step back and let it fly. Whitehaven by 22 in the second quarter, and they still had time on the clock, time enough for another steal, and Jesse Payne adding to the Spartans' pain with the and one there. Tigers up 56-32 at the break. Third quarter, different half, same old result. McClain the rip, and a little fella getting up on the break, and Whitehaven going on to break the clock in this one. 52-point win, 103-51 the final. Let's check out some of your other top scores from around the area. On the boys' side, Whitehaven made 2 straight, knocking out Central. Bartlett a winner over the weekend again. They knocked off Yazoo County. Arlington a big win over Western Union, 104-56. St. George's falls to Lausanne. Hillcrest falls to Freedom Prep. Craigmont got past Hamilton. Fairleigh falls to Westwood. TRA knocks off Trinity Christian. Raleigh Egypt gets past King Prep. Wooddale big winners over Melrose, and Power Center a winner over Bluff City. Speaking of Power Center, they have a top guard. He's our primetime performer. Profile of the week. When it comes to top names in Memphis high school basketball, Power Center's Jamari Jackson is often overlooked, but his game can't be. The senior point guard can be explosive. He scored 30 or more in several games this season.
I feel like I'm overlooked just because, you know, people don't think about Power Center as a big school. We think about the small school, so nobody really just come look at us, so I feel overlooked sometimes. But I try to work hard.
His hard work has him averaging over 23 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 steals per game. His coach compares him to a smaller version of Russell Westbrook, and if you look close enough, even resembles the NBA star.
athletic, very explosive, like to get to the rack, would dunk on somebody if he have to. So the open court, he's very good in that aspect. But he also could pull up the mid-range jumper just like Westbrook as well. So if I had to compare his game, he's much shorter than Westbrook, but his game is kind of like Westbrook.
I was gonna say, first time I saw him, he kind of looks like.
He does look like he look like Westbrook too.
And Jamari's hoping he can emulate the former MVP with his own postseason hardware.
My main accomplishment about this year, I want to get the Mr. Basketball award. So I try to work. I'm working hard to get that award.
And when the ball is in Jamari's hand, I know that he's going to lead us, and I know we're in a good position. We got other guys that can step up and play very well too, but when it comes to him, I know he's going to lead our team very well.
I just want to set an example for everybody and make everybody else better.